I don't know why, but you are watching the Madness Comic Network. Are you mental?
Hi, I'm Kurt Zauer, and you're watching the Madness Comic Network.
And now for something completely different.
It's always different. Always different. It is the show-offs with Pops Manzette, Texas Dave and Maya. And today
she was here. She was here. She's just done a vanishing act.
Whoa, shut up, Bill. Please. It always comes in afterwards and starts yelling at me on a different network. You know what I mean? You know?
Yeah.
Today we also have our friend Levi. Levi.
How's it going, guys?
Not so bad.
Cool.
Yeah, Charles Masson. If you're watching, it's Levi, not
Levi.
It's Levi.
Just like the jeans.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Mm-hmm.
So we have for me, it's a thrown together show today. I was like, totally got called out, and Levi had to pretty much run the last show, and
okay,
I didn't really have a whole lot of time to figure out what I was going to do. So I'm just going to pull some autograph stuff out of the drawer and probably show you some stuff you probably saw previously on one of these shows a year and a half ago or something. Because damn, Dave, we almost been doing this for 2 years.
I was just thinking that it's not that long off 2 years now, is it? Because it'll be the 100th show in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah,
nice.
And then a month after that, we will be at 2 years. Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty crazy.
That's gone by fast then, isn't it?
But I'm going to organize the stuff I yanked out real quick. So who wants to go first today?
I think our guest should go first today if he wants to.
Sweet. Awesome.
Like, yeah, I want to go first. Hold on. He puts his stuff up there. Huh? Yeah, there we go.
So I got a little nostalgic this morning. Right after you told me I might be coming on here with Dave. So I decided to stick with the nostalgia and pull out my mom's comic book collection.
Oh, okay.
So,
wow, here we go. Go. This is going to be good.
1955.
Wow.
So my mom would have been 15.
Wow.
And of course, she was huge into all these.
Lone Ranger. I used to watch that program on the TV myself back in the day.
And these they're in horrible shape, but Sergeant Preston, that was one of my favorites.
I've never heard of that one. Yeah. Gunsmoke. Yeah, I know that one.
We got Jace Pearson.
Hey, Texas Rangers. There you go.
We'll go.
I was going to say, Levi. Texas isn't my real first name, by the way.
No, it's Dave Houston, right?
That's it. That's the one. Yeah.
We should send this one to Rex.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
See, I showed off a Dell book last week. It was the autobiography of Abe Lincoln, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, let's see here about Johnny Mac Brown.
Yeah. I could do with an arrangement like this, 2 cameras, but I don't know how the heck you go about it.
And we got Buck Jones.
Right. Don't know that one.
There we go. How about a Gene Autry?
Yeah, I know that name.
Then we got, I probably read this one 1,000 times. Yeah.
I used to be called that when I was a kid, believe it or not.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't know which channel my wife found it on, but we just sat through a really bad Davy Crockett. I couldn't
Oh.
believe it. It was it was terrible. I was severely disappointed.
Yeah. Cowboy
Some of
Western.
these.
Did it ever say who did the artwork on some of these, Levi?
Yeah, so this one has, I'm gonna butcher this name. Is that a chick?
Um,
Let me.
see if I can make it out. It's a little blurry for my eyes, but
Is it focus? Focus? Is it focusing better?
a little bit. Still can't
See
read
if we
it.
can go.
I know they didn't put much in the way of credits in those early issues of comics,
No, they
did they? Back
didn't.
then? You know,
Hmm.
so it probably doesn't really say much about it.
It almost looks like Giordano, like the DC editor, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah, that's a possibility.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, you're back. Come on then. Come
And
on
of
then.
course, the standard Lone Ranger.
Yeah.
And since there's a
Started off in black and white on the TV, and then changed to color later episodes.
and I'm gonna guess, since my mom's not around to ask her, that since she had multiple copies of the Lone Ranger, it was probably her favorite.
You could well be right.
Ooh, here's another good one. I remember the TV show, Sergeant Preston of the Yukon.
Yeah, you showed another one a little bit ago. I don't recall that one myself, though. Must admit.
About Rin Tin Tin.
Oh, I know that one. Yeah.
Some of these I got mixed in or my original growing up. And I think I just have these two left for hers. Red Rider.
Red Rider. Another one I'm not familiar with.
Red Rider Ranch Magazine.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're certainly vintage.
They're just you could probably tell, but they're covered in the right there in the white.
You know what they call those issues, don't you, Levi? Well loved,
but my goodness, they weren't well taken care of. They're a little gross to touch, right?
Well, I've had a few issues like that over the years myself, you know, like going back a bit. Yeah.
All
Very
right.
nice. Yeah.
Yep.
So
who's next?
I'm going to play a sponsored ad.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, the sponsor drive for 2025 is live. If you want to sponsor us and you want to have a book run until August, you pay now before December 31st for that ad in August. You get it for 10% off. Anybody who wants to be a sponsor that brings us something will get 10% off between now and the 31st. Any renewing sponsorships will get 20% off if you renew before December 31st. It's like my Black Friday sale. You know what I'm saying? It's just make if you want to get in, I'm trying to help you get it just a little cheaper than it would normally cost. So here's one of our lovely sponsor ads. Check it out. Yep. So is it me or you, Dave? What's it going to be?
Shall I go next?
You said you want to go next?
Why not?
Okay, there you go.
Right, okay. So I'm going to carry on from last week, actually, with a selection of more free comic book day comics. And seeing as I don't have two cameras, I'll have to hold these up. I'm just going to show you the cover to that one. That's by Boom.
By trying to come out here and show us how we're supposed to do this show. Do you see that?
I must admit,
Okay.
I was very impressed with Levi's presentation, by the way.
I bought mine at the wrong place, but Hobby Lobby has these holder things for your phone for $37.
All right, I'll have to see. I'll have to see if I can find something like that in the UK then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that one.
Nice.
This is not sure who this one's published by, but yeah, like I say, these are all free comic book day from over the last probably 10, 15 years now.
Oh, it's another Boom.
Yeah. Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Boomtown.
Boomtown. This one's got black and white art inside, by the way. I'll show you a couple of pages.
Very nice.
So it's all black and white, this one. Next one up is, what's this one? Elric.
Nice.
There's a few names on there.
Boy, Boom really went all out for free comic book day, didn't they?
They certainly did back in the day. Yeah. That one. That's the back cover, by the way.
It's got the Thundercats feel to it, the way he's holding the sword up.
Yeah, it has a bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just thinking that. It's that one. What's this one? Here's another Boom.
Nice. Mark Waid. Peter Krause.
Yeah. That's the cover. Next one up is Aliens.
Oh, very nice.
Like I said, some of the comic shops over here put their own stamp on the black box.
Right.
So that's just their stamp they put in the box there. So as you know where you got them from.
They just do that on the free comic books?
Yeah, they just tended to do it on these, yeah.
It's pretty smart.
Yeah. Well, like I said, they had the space for it, so I suppose that's why they stamped them on.
Yeah.
At the time.
Avatar. Very nice.
Trying to get it without too much reflection and glare. It's that one. Oh, that's the flip side, by the way.
Oh, that's cool. Pissed off Darth Maul.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes with these free comic books, you got two covers and two stories, from time to time.
Right.
So
Buffy.
So you've just got to remember to turn them around. You can see both sides.
The credits, it's George Ginty and Twin. Obviously, Dexter had won out and won the job. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I'm quite familiar with this series.
And that's the flip side.
Make a little announcement. I'm going to make a little announcement right now, Levi.
Go for it.
Rob Wilson Arts is now part of the Madness Comic Network.
Nice. Welcome aboard, Rob.
Just like that, people. We get stuff done. Just like that.
Very cool.
Project Black Sky.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, Broussard.
And that's the back cover to that one.
Oh,
Sometimes
very
they put
nice.
adverts on the back, you know.
Mm-hmm. I loved that character when it first came out. It was done by the Adam Hughes part of it.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
beautiful.
It was a Conan one.
Is that still oh, it's Pat Lee. Pat.
See if I can
Tell you what, Dave has a lot more of these free
Oh,
comic
Paulie.
books
Yeah.
than a lot
Yeah.
more.
Very cool.
Yeah, I was going to say I've got a box full of these Pops.
Now that's a nice one.
Yeah. This is just the flip side again. Another day, another siege.
I don't think I've ever seen that one either. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, the framing on it is awesome. I love that.
Yeah, it's not bad. And then we've got this one.
Dr. Solar. Magnus, the robot fighter. So I did not. You got some?
Yep. Both titles. I don't think I've ever read them.
Well, are we talking the new one by Dark Horse here? Or are we talking the old?
No, the old school ones.
Yeah, that's what I got. The Valiant and
Yep.
yeah, none of the old, but
I even have the Magnus Robot Fighter. Is it a pop-up book? I think it's a pop-up. You know, where the things stand up off the page.
Yeah.
I think I have one of those Magnus Robot Fighter. That's that.
Overwatch. Nice.
Oh no, you get so much stuff and you kind of forget everything that you have sometimes.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Dave and I have both been going through stuff and go, damn, I didn't know I had that, or I'm wondering where that went, or
Ooh, Hellboy.
That's just an advert, I think.
I'm gonna mute myself just for a minute, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Hold up. Is that? Let me see that again. Is that like a synopsis of all the covers, or what? I mean, it's got to be what it is. What is this?
This says presenting Hellboy's complete story collected in chronological order for the first time, featuring all new covers by Mike Mignola and Dave Stewart.
Hellboy's complete
omnibus edition.
How deep is it? How thick is this book?
I don't know. This is just an advert.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like that's like an ash can of it, or a. But I mean, what's inside? What's inside it? Covers? What's
it doesn't really say, because this is just like the front of the free comic book, and that's just an advert on the back.
Oh, okay.
It's one of them.
I was thinking it was a flip book and there was something on the other side too.
No, it wasn't a flip book, that one. It was just an advert on the back. Some are flip books and some aren't. So I'll let you know when they are and when they aren't.
Rocket! And no, that's not the rocket you think.
No.
It's not the raccoon. It's not.
That's Giffen. He must have wrote it.
Yeah.
3 stories from Giffen, Titus Moore. Oh yeah, nice. Very cool.
And that's the back cover. It's not a flip one, this, so it's just an advert again. And my final one for this section, I think, will be this one, which is Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I showed that one off last week, didn't I?
I think you might have done, Pops.
Yeah, I think I showed that one and then the number 1.
Yeah, I mean, these aren't in any particular order, as I probably mentioned previous. So,
did you guys end up finishing the show at all?
What do you mean finishing the show?
The Stranger Things show? Wasn't there like 3 or 4 seasons?
I've seen every episode, Levi.
Were you happy with the final season?
It was okay, but it kind of, I don't know. Yeah, I think the earlier seasons were better, but
Right.
it was okay.
Yeah. I watched
It was okay.
I watched 1 and 2 for sure. I can't recall watching 3.
No.
Oh,
Well, I have seen the whole lot, so at least I've seen them all.
right.
So, right, that's me, Pops. If you want to chuck an advert in again or a trailer or
Okay.
something. Yeah.
I'm going to play. Let's see. What should we play? What? For those of you who didn't know, you're watching the show. I'm some Pops Van Zant, Texas Dave. And our guest today is my boy, your boy, Mr. Levi Steve. What do we got here? How about this one? How about 2?
It's Flip City Magazine, The Parodies, Special Edition, with savage send-ups of The Walking Dead, Star Trek Picard, Stranger Things, The Mandalorian, Guardians of the Galaxy, and more from the first 4 years of Flip City. Get Flip City The Parodies free when you subscribe in print at flipcitymag.com. The world's best satire magazine, and never, ever woke.
Oh, yeah. Big Sexy Outdoors. That's another dude. It's like, damn it, just bring your show to the network. Just bring it over here. Let us put it on the network. That's what we do. Now, I have to turn off this stupid background. You ain't going to be able to see nothing. Nothing.
Big 6.
Oh, none. Yeah, it's a green screen. That's what they call that thing. It's a green screen. Okay. All right. Don't make fun of me, people. I forgot to take it all down before the show. All right. So, this one, you can barely see that he signed it. You can barely see that he signed it. So I'm going to pull it out so you can see it. I met this guy at the Grand Rapids and Hall of Heroes Comic-Cons, Brian Lau, and he signed it. It's like his signature is like right there,
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
But you can barely see that unless it's like you catch it in the light, right?
yeah.
You can barely see it. But this is Staunch Ambition,
That's
issue
cool.
number 1. And this is a beautiful book. This one reminds me of Zant's book. Okay, I love this book.
It's a beautiful looking book. I'm still stuck on the positioning of the autograph and the color of the autograph.
I know that was
like usually that's I don't know. Love everything else, but man, if that was like in front of the face, maybe I mean, I get how some people don't like it messing with the image and.
Well, I mean, I prefer on the inside, on the front page,
Right.
or the border of the front page, like they did it old school.
Not a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
But you can't show them off. Every time you show somebody, you have to handle the book.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. My Todd McFarlane's are that way. He signed on the inside cover.
I have like Mike knows. Mike Barron, he signs all his stuff on the inside. Some people know my preference because I'm old. That's the way. Look, the first Stan Lee autograph I had was on the inside of Avengers 200, at the bottom in the white border on the inside of page 1.
Pops, you're not as old as me.
Oh, I know. And for those of you who do not know, everybody say hi. Say hi to Maya. She's here. She is here. I can't move my mouse because these books are in the way.
I got it. Hang on.
Yeah. Hi, Maya.
Hi, Maya.
She
Maya.
is. Oh, and their books hit the floor any damn way. That's how it works.
What you doing?
It was only the important one. Don't worry. No. But yeah, comic book collectors, sometimes we see people who created L book and we want to get them to sign the book. Now, when I first, like a long time ago, before I even started doing this, okay, I went to Grand Rapids Comic Con and Mike Zeck was there and he was signing. And we went there with all the Secret Wars. You know, we took all those. We had a few other things, but I would pull this one out. When I pulled this one out, his eyes lit up.
Oh, nice.
Chuck Norris Karate Commandos. Mike, I told him, I said, you sign that as big as you want, wherever you want. And he right over the Norris name. Check that out. Mike,
Nice.
Good dude. We got to talk to him for like 15 minutes. There wasn't nobody around his table, right? It was like he'd just come back from lunch and there wasn't even or he was just, I don't know. He'd just come back from somewhere. There was nobody there. It was like we got him to sign everything we wanted him to sign. He was nice, talked to us for a while. Yeah. He signed my Secret Wars 8, everything, you know. So I got him and Jim Shooter on my Secret Wars 8.
Nice. Well, when that happens, you have the mixed feelings of, oh, hell yeah, I gave him all to myself. And what the fuck, people? This is Mike Zeck.
Well, that's one of the things we talked to him about. Do these people not know who the fuck you are? What's going on, man?
I ran into that one year at Emerald City Comic Con. Nobody was at Mobius's table.
It's crazy.
Like, are you fucking kidding me?
So then there's the one that I got this from somebody, and I don't know if the damage happened before the autograph or after the autograph, because I don't remember the backstory on this. But this is Thor number 363, the first appearance of Curse. You see that beautiful coffee ring right there, or cup ring? Right there, like somebody set a wet cup down on the book.
Yes, right in the center of the book.
Yeah, that Walt Simonson.
That's too bad.
I know, isn't it? It's just like, you kidding me? It's like I still had to have it because it was Walt's autograph, but
yeah,
people treat these things with more respect.
It's a bit like people sticking price stickers on the front covers and it pops.
Yes, don't put your coffee cup down on the comics. This looks more like a soda can, actually. It looks like a soda can. It's got that 12 ounce. You know what I mean? It's got that 12 ounce round to it.
It's probably a Coke, and that cover didn't stand a chance.
Oh, man. sad stuff. Okay. This one, if you can find the autograph, signed by cover artist John Tyler Christopher, and it is signed. It's like,
holy moly!
Oh yeah,
signed.
That's tiny.
Yeah, it's super tiny, right?
That is like, that must have been a very fine tip pen.
I'm like, really? You signed it where?
Wow.
I think that's got to be the smallest autograph I've ever seen, Pops.
I've seen a couple that are even smaller, but that's a Lando #1 variant.
That's such a great cover.
I got a few different issues of this. I got Scotty Young, black and white Lando #1, the Scotty Young colored black and white Lando #1. Don't ask me why. Lando was smooth. Come on. Dude. He had no powers. He wasn't no badass. He's just smooth, right?
He was the other guy driving the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, he had it going on, dude. He was smooth. he got into whatever he wanted to get into, and that was smooth, right? Speaking of Scotty Young, it's a Rocky Raccoon Scotty Young cover.
Mm.
You ever seen that one, Dave?
No, I've never seen that one, to be fair.
Yeah.
Never seen that one.
We like that kind of stuff. I don't always take like the book everybody else gets signed. Sometimes I take a book that nobody gets signed because the rare value counts too, right?
Yep. Or personal favorite.
Y'all know Brian signs everything. So having 30 or 40 different Brian Pulido autographs is cool, but some of them are on books that are just cool, right? So it's Evil Ernie, guys. You got to go with Evil Ernie, right? You got to. And look, this is back in the day when Brian did these construction board certs of authenticity and shit.
Right.
Chaos Comics that tells you how far back that is, right? And then again, it's Evil Ernie, guys. You know, it's Evil Ernie. This is limited to 10,000 copies. Like, that's a big limitation. But again, back in the old Chaos days. So basically, you get Brian's autograph on a piece of construction paper, and you get his autograph on the book.
And that company is he's got. Is that the same company, or did he lose Chaos, or is there?
Well, he didn't lose Chaos. They tried to there was a big thing about who owned what when they parted ways.
Right.
I think he's still fighting about Evil Ernie, or I don't know. He might have given up on Evil Ernie. I don't know. I don't know. I quit paying attention to that because that was just as much a drama thing going on in the Lady Death universe over there in their groups, and it was the same thing. It was like every time I tuned into something, there was some kind of drama around it, you know. And I paid less and less attention to stuff as time went on.
That's too bad.
You know, I know I love Brian and Francesca and everything they're doing down there. Their crew's solid. You know, this is the first book we bought from Brian, I think. This is
nice.
Lady Death, the White Wedding. I think, what's he called? Naughty White Wedding. Visions number 1. And this is number 55 of 69. The reason I have this one is because the first one, which is back there on the wall somewhere, the first one we got was damaged. Okay, and it was the first time I had ever bought a book from Kickstarter. It was the first time I bought a book from Brian Pulido, and it was damaged. And when my son opened up the package, he's like, "Damn, Dad, it's messed up." I said, "Well, Brian seems like a nice guy. You know, let's just email him, take a picture, show him, you know, the cover." And it wasn't bad, real bad. It was just one of the corners got smashed a little bit in shipping, right?
Yeah. And bad enough for a comic book.
Well, when you're paying like you know. So anyway, got a hold of him within a week. He had replaced it. I'm like, okay, what do you want me to do with the damaged one? He's like, don't worry about it, Pops. So the damaged one's over there, you know, on the wall in a frame where nobody can tell it's get that little corner damage is up there on the wall in the frame. And this is the one that he sent in replacement, which, as you can see, is in beautiful condition. Yes. But he sent it out right away. He was totally cool about it. Brian was actually the headliner at CromCon #1. He came out and did a panel. He had hosted the panel at the end of the weekend on Sunday night. Super nice guy. Can I tell you? I like Brian Pulido. I like what he does. But when it came to all the like I think there's somebody else that did something with Lady Death that's, I don't know. I don't want to get involved in none of them people's drama. What'd you say, Levi, about not my monkeys? Something like that.
Not my monkeys, not my circus.
Not my circus. Exactly. So all those drama streams and all that shit, yeah. And really, it was just one of the 4 books in the package that had any kind of damage. He was really cool about it. He kind of replaced the whole package. With the tchotchkes and the prints and everything. He kind of like just sent a whole new package, which was super cool. But yeah, let's see. What do we got? Who's going to be next? You got more, Levi? Or
I do. I got a small pile.
yeah.
So
we gotta play ads. We gotta do this
problem.
thing. This thing for people like you.
In the heart of a major city, in a place raised to honor Earth's past protectors, the world will again learn, sometimes, superpowered intrigue doesn't stop at the grave. Galaxy Memorial Park, Volume 1, beginning crowdfunding Memorial Day 2025.
Electric bolts from a stormy sky, leather wings of a dragon's flight, a psychic sword cuts through the night, a fiery heart standing ready to fight. Southern nights they rise and soar, God in the south, yeah, they're ready to roar. From the shadows to the shining lights, that they'll protect you day and night. Southern nights.
Okay, it's Levi. Oh wait, that Levi.
all right.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm the youngest of 6. And the closest brother to me in the house at the time was 10 years older than me. So by the time I inherited the older brother's comic books, their stack was pretty small. It was probably only 3 or 4 inches tall, let's just say. And it was all a bunch of war stuff. But I was allowed to collect randomly at the grocery store. My mom would walk me to the spinner rack and she would say, "You don't talk to anybody. You don't leave here, and you can pick out any book you want." So I did have a small collection of books, and these two so this one I do not remember picking out, but it was definitely one that I read over and over and over again as a kid. And then we have Tom and Jerry, another one where I don't remember picking this one out, but these next ones, like this one, I can't even recall which issue this is, and I know I got this off the rack because the cover's missing, and that's usually what I tended to do as a kid, right?
Well, you didn't tear the covers off, did you?
Yeah, I put them up on the
Right.
wall.
I know I tore off covers back in the 70s off a lot of my Marvel comics and stuck them on the wall.
And this is it's got to be Amazing Spider-Man. Not sure what issue, but it's got the origin of Craven in it. That's why Craven ended up being one of my all-time favorites.
I'm just trying to think what issue that might be.
Let me show a little bit more of it.
Can't tell. Because sometimes you get the letters page referring to a previous issue, don't you, from a couple of months back?
Well, that's Craven and Spider-Man. What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might. Is the front page there?
No, it starts on page 3.
Yeah, the splash page is missing as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Starts on page 3. So
man.
all the, but it's amazing something.
I'm gonna tell you what happened with that right there. Somebody peeled them first couple pages off, put some blank shit on the inside of it, and had it graded.
No, it ended up on my wall, I bet you, as a kid.
That's
and
crazy.
then, Casper the Ghost. Or no,
I bet we
this
can
is
find out. Get a screenshot of one of the splash pages in the episode or in that comic, and then do a photo search on Google.
Yeah, you should be able to do that. Yeah. I would have thought.
I mean, any of those, man, you should get something back telling you where it came from, right? A Google
Right.
image search.
I would have thought you could. Oh, sad sack.
Sad sack.
I used to get some of those when I was younger. Yeah.
Sad
so-
sack used to be in the Sunday comics.
It says May of '81. I would have been down in Lewiston that summer, with spending the summer with my grandparents. So this was probably purchased in Lewiston, Idaho.
Right.
May of '81. That's like when I would have graduated if I hadn't already gotten my GED and joined the military.
Yeah, same year my brother Dan graduated.
ISIS.
We have ISIS
Sarah.
number 1, 1976.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
See,
Nice.
those are the ones that you're just like, man, I wish I had that cover. I have a first appearance of Black Bolt with no cover.
Ah.
I know, huh? It's just like, are you serious?
Yeah, dumb kids. This would be, so this one is a Richie Rich.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I collected the so 78, so I would have been 5. So, but I had the digest ones as well for Richie Rich. Love those. And then these I would have considered my scary books back then. Right? This is Ripley's Believe It or Not True Ghost Stories.
Ah.
And this
Yep.
is 76 again.
So, Woody, if you're still watching, man, I totally have to redo that slideshow because I'm gonna be adding more shows, and like I suck so bad at that stuff. So, if you want to help me out with redoing that theme song and everybody's thumbnails and stuff, I'd take you up on that one.
Then the last one I got would be my other scary book. Another Ripley's Believe It or Not True Ghost Stories. The Headless Huntsman. This one scared the crap out of me as a kid. I don't know why. Oh, right there. There we go. There's the image.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, that could scare somebody that was quite young, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So that's it as far as the old ones go.
Nice.
There's other stuff in the box, but like holy crap. There is
Sandman.
this many of that one.
Oh, you got a few of those.
So you do have that thing like me. There's a couple books, if you see it, you're gonna buy it no matter what.
Those books, the Sandman ones, came with a collection that I purchased in '99, where it was the guy advertised 15,000 books for $1,500. And I went up there, and this guy was clueless. He'd bought out 3 comic book stores down in California when they collapsed, and then moved them up to a town just north of Spokane a little bit, with the intention of opening up a comic book store, and not realizing he had to actually work it. And right, and
You got
so
to
I
know
go up
something
there.
about them, and yeah.
I go, sure. I went $1,500, and I went home and I grabbed my dad's truck and trailer, and I went back up with a buddy, and me and him dragged out 130 long boxes.
Wow.
So just do the math on that. So
had it been
what
key pillaged, or were there a lot of
Oh,
keys in there
no,
still?
it literally had I got an example right here.
That's why we do this show, people.
It had these in there. Okay, so I don't know what warehouse these came from, but here it is. It's still bagged, and there's probably so there's 5 of them in the entire bag, and it would just say stuff like this: "Red cards don't sell cheap." So it's got to have the red.
Don't sell cheap.
Yeah, image card.
Okay.
Right.
So this was just some store back stock. So you can see right when the stores collapsed was like year 2 or 3 of Image Comics. I
Mm.
had probably 3 inches of Spawn #1, 4 inches of Spawn #2. I mean, the entire first 12 issues of Spawn was probably a foot thick with all the
Wow.
double issues. So I ended up doing I sold a unit to a guy here in town of 10,000 books, and it was all the overstock. So it was nothing but massive amounts of copies of single issues.
Damn.
And he,
Damn.
he was happy. That dude is in the speaking of Ripley's, that dude was in the Ripley's, believe it or not, or the Guinness book. I think it was Ripley's. No, the Guinness book. For he has the world's largest private paperback collection, belongs to a guy here in Spokane. And that's the guy that bought that 10,000 unit from me.
Yeah, I
So
know. I know 2 people with 70,000 comic collections. Not like you're talking about stock and shit, like collections.
right.
One of them, dude, has handwritten in a notebook everything he has bought. He has over 70,000 books written down on pieces of paper in a notebook. The notebook is as thick as 2 big fucking phone books, right? But everything he owns is hand specified on paper in that notebook. It's crazy. It's
Yeah.
probably the thickest. It's probably the thickest notebook of a comic collection. You know, it's like no database, no none of that. It's all handwritten.
Wow.
Yeah, over
So
70,000 books. Dude.
4 copies were in this one.
Copies
It's,
of that of #1 are like probably pretty solid in
yeah.
the evil Ernie world.
Yeah. But it was just probably a quarter of that collection was that way. And then I just went through and my collection was somewhere around 10,000 comics. I just combined the 2 collections, and then I picked out what I really didn't want, and I had quarter sales for years. I
Right.
just pull out a dozen boxes, kind of throw them all together, and I just advertised 25-cent comic books, and there'd be 4 or 5 guys an hour, you know.
Mhm.
So it was a nice way to supplement your income.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, is it your turn, Dave? I lost track.
Dave's
Yeah,
turn.
do you want to play another Trailer Pops?
Okay. Let's get this set up. Dun, 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 dun. What we gonna play this time? How about now? I really, really wish that I could pause that when I'm playing it because I don't know if anybody catches it or not, but at one point in this book, there's a guy driving down the road singing a Elvis song.
Oh,
Elvis song that Lori absolutely hates. Dude gets smashed by a semi for singing the song in her comic. Think about it.
all right.
She hates the In the Ghetto song
Ah, right.
by Elvis. She absolutely hates it. And every now and then we have to give her a few bars, you know. On the
Okay.
corner of the brave Chicago moon, and the little baby child is born.
Right, we're going to press on. This is my final selection.
Okay, Dave, I like the way you do. Okay, press on.
Oh, well, I would know that I was dropping a subtle hint, of course.
He's like, shut up, Pops, we're showing books.
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay, this is that. They made a movie about this, didn't they?
I don't know. I don't really know much about this at all.
Reanimated. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I know Killjoys. I'm pretty sure R.I.P.D. is a movie, isn't it, Levi?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. When it comes to mainstream,
There's two of them actually. It's got that Nick Nolte or no, Jeff Bridges is in it with
wait, well, I thought
Ryan
that was
Reynolds, man.
Hmm?
It's Jeff Bridges and Ryan Reynolds. Rest in Peace Department or some shit like that.
This is the flip. This is a flip one.
I don't know. For some reason, I was thinking of that John Wayne remake.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Jeff Bridges and Ryan Reynolds. It's R.I.P.D. and R.I.P.D. 2.
Right.
Okay. It kind of looks like Bridges.
Yeah. Pretty sure that's who it is. It's him or Nick Nolte because they both look the same, you know.
Special collector's edition. This one of two.
It's the sticker on the back of the book, Dave. The bag
It's on the bag this time. It's my sticker. It's on the bag.
Good job. Good job. He's just surrounded by all his enemies, huh?
Surrounded by a few people there.
And he's still going to get knocked out and survive.
Yeah.
That's a John Byrne I do not have.
Is it?
Yep.
Right. Yeah. It's quite
I used to
thin,
have-
this one, by the way. It's quite thin.
I used to have a long box that just said John Byrne.
Right. And then we've got this one.
Thanks for watching these shows, Woody. We appreciate you guys. Man.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, we always like new viewers, don't we, Pops?
I'm just glad that people want to take the time to check out what we're doing. You know,
Isn't doesn't that series have like a really expensive issue? The first Harley Quinn.
Yeah, it does.
She
I think. Yeah. The Batman. This is Batman Adventures, so I'm not sure. It might be this one.
Yeah.
This is another free comic book day one again. So that's that one. And we have this one.
the DC Nation Super Sampler.
Yeah.
That sounds like something you would get at Chili's.
Indeed. That's the back cover.
Can I get some Teen Titans Go with my baby back ribs?
Yeah.
And here's another one. Yep.
See, now that
Like
was
that.
one thing I didn't get the new 52. I just didn't get it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, was it a reboot of 52 titles? What
I believe it was a reboot, was it not? I thought it-
what is, that's what I mean. Was it 52 different heroes they were rebooting? Was it 52 titles they were rebooting? What the hell was the new 52? I never got it. I didn't get it.
Is that Apocalypse or not? Not Apocalypse.
Divergence.
Dark.
No.
Divergence is what that is.
Dark Side.
Dark
Is that
Side.
Dark
Oh.
Side?
Yeah.
I think so.
Cool.
That's one. Back in there.
Very nice. Love that. The lighting on that face is awesome.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
But that's not a free comic book day. That's just a DC Nation Zero, right?
It is. Yeah, it is.
Very cool.
We've got another DC Nation.
And that one is a free comic book day.
Yes, it is.
It's another
Another super
sampler.
Another super sampler.
Yeah, this one with seafood. No Aquaman. Sorry.
I'm not a
This is a
fan of that
flip.
sampler term.
This is a flip one again, so that's the other side.
Is that the first time they used sampler in comic books, or has it been used before? At least on the
I don't
title.
know. I don't know.
I don't think I've ever heard it.
It's just, isn't it a weird term? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, just a bit. Yeah, just a bit.
I am used to eating my samplers. Yes. Yes.
dude, if I'm at a new restaurant, they offer a sampler, I will get the sampler.
Yeah. Jeff Johns again with the special edition. Green Lantern.
Very cool. Flashpoint.
A Flashpoint preview.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And we have this one here.
Justice League of America.
Nice.
America.
I didn't realize he came back to DC, Metzler.
Who's in?
Well, I'm starting to figure out that money will get a lot of people to come back to things.
Yeah.
Did you see
Yeah.
Jesse the Body Ventura last night at the Saturday main event?
So I only heard the rumors. So yeah, I'll watch it on YouTube probably.
40 years since he's been at a WWE event. I'm
Right.
wondering what they paid him for that.
And Woody says he's in.
Yes. It's beautiful.
Suicide Squad.
Now, see, I want that without the free comic book day on it. I've never seen that cover. That looks good. I like that.
Good cover.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And my final one, I think, will be this one, really.
Boris Jim Lee. Last Son, Krypton Special Edition.
Damn, how many abs that dude got?
Give up.
Oh, yes, he's an alien. Okay, we'll let it go.
Right, there you go. That's
Very cool.
the end of that bundle.
All right, let's see. What do we got? I got one more. Does anybody else have more, or is this going to be it?
I think that might
Did
be
you-
it after yours, Pops, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just trying to figure out what we're going to play here because we are going out. So let's
Okay.
give Zaf. Should we give Zaf a little love?
Let's give Zaf some love.
Yeah.
I love.
All righty then. Let's see if I can find me now.
Nope.
See if I can get me over there where I go and turn my camera back on. Yeah. Okay. Levi, was it you I was talking about? We were talking the other day and somehow Garth Ennis' name got brought up.
Yes.
Was me? Yes.
Well, it could have been. What about Garth Ennis?
Remember I said something about him being a bit of an asshole or something? Remember?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, he might not be I could have been wrong. He might be a wee sized dick.
Nice. I don't know. Every time Enos is mentioned, it's always within the last week. I know I've mentioned that Enos is publicly stated he does not like superheroes.
Wee sized dicks. He likes wee sized dicks.
He
That's what.
does.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. He might not like superheroes, but we know he likes wee sized dicks. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Woody, I'm a big fan of that trailer too.
Yeah. I gotta have my fun, guys. I gotta have fun. That's why I'm here. Then Aquaman. What number is this one?
12.
Number 12. Signed by Peter David.
Oh, nice.
The
Nice.
Return of the Queen.
So since it's Peter David, do you think that's the first pair of breasts that he's ever autographed?
Well, I mean, he might have autographed hers on other books before this.
Right. Just saying,
I'm
Peter.
not gonna claim something that may not be true. You guys know Cullen Bunn?
No.
Cullen Bunn. Regression. Number 1. Cullen Bunn. This I've seen some of the other books in this series. There's some sick ass art in here. If I remember correctly, yeah, like zombies' faces crawling off, ones crawling out of the eye sockets and stuff like that. Right, that kind of stuff, right? Big old splash page and weird,
Cullen
Cullen, Ullen, Cullen Bunn,
Bun.
Which is
N. Okay, Cullen Bunn.
I'm getting my chin tickled, Pops.
Uh-oh. The tail, she's back.
Oh, she is.
She's back.
She is that.
And why is she back? What does she want? What? Are you going to give us a little screen time, Maya?
More food.
Maya, look up, sweetheart. Come on. There you go. Yeah, there she is. That's our girl. She makes appearance every week on this show. Every week. She could be sleeping at the beginning of the show. Dave will go, "Oh, she's asleep in the other room, Pops." No, she'll be here.
She always pops in at some point, usually.
Yep.
She is one of us. She's one of us, Dave.
One of us.
She is that. And she knows it.
I also showed off some Kevin Smith and that other guy books, the Clerks guys. You know who I'm talking about.
Was that last one? Was it autographed on the tip of the tongue?
Autographed with the tip of his tongue.
Yeah. Who was it on?
Cullen Bunn? I don't know. It's
he might be talking about
autographed on his collar on top of his face. He's
Woody could be talking about Peter David. We don't know.
Oh, I'm leaving that one alone. So yeah. Yes, cats do like food. You know what they like more than food? Because they can feed themselves. They like the fact that you'll get up out your chair and go empty a can of food into a bowl for them. Because they could just go outside and get them bird, mouse, whatever. They don't care. They don't need you. They just like you. Okay?
Oh, as you know, Pops, my cat's a house cat, so she doesn't go out.
But she would still survive without you, Dick.
Oh, she would. She would. There's no doubt about it.
So we have double feature. It's the Clerk boy.
Nice.
Is
that signed by Kevin Smith?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yes, signed by Kevin Smith. I believe this one is signed too, but I think it's signed on the inside. Because even this barcode sticker is on the bag. It's not on the book. But yeah,
Hosers.
Kevin Smith, right? When Colleens Collide. You know.
Okay.
And then I have a. We know you hate him, Mark Wade. Mark Wade signed
Secret
Secret
Empire.
Empire 0. Interesting story about this book. I have tried to give this book away at Comic Cons. I still haven't. When I show somebody, here's a stack of books. Pick one that you want. You can have it. I still have this one. Nobody wants for free.
Is
I'm
this, is,
surprised.
Nobody wants this book.
is
I
it
can't
just the one
believe that.
autograph? Sorry, Dave. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I can't believe nobody wants it for free.
But yeah, that's Mark Wade's autograph right there. You know, I guess part of it is because of what book it is. Nobody liked that they said Cap was a Nazi. Nobody liked it.
Hmm.
You know, it could be the book. I'm just saying.
It's the book.
Now, New England Comics Limited Edition, number 158 of 750. The Tick.
Nice. Is that autographed as well?
I do not know. And, you know, it's like they got so much damn tape all over it. I don't want to open it.
We're good. We're
Don't
good.
blame you. Don't blame you. When
But
there's
I
a lot
mean,
of
it
tape
is, you know,
involved, you've got to use caution.
It is a limited edition of The Tick from New England Comics. So now I have this friend. His name's Andrew Mangum. I've talked about him before, even recently. He's the first person I ever bought a piece of art from, right? And it was just this badass piece of art. And I sent him the money for the art. And he sends me the art with a bunch of autographed comic books. And I'm like, no, dude, I sent you the money for the art. So then I sent him some money for the autographed comic books, right? So he sent me more autographed comic books. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, he won't let me get ahead. You see what I'm saying? It's like, but this one I'm going to cover up the boobers, but you know, there's some boobers under there. Vamp Blade, Action Lab, Danger Zone number 2, signed by Andrew.
Nice.
Right there, Andrew Mangum.
He's got a nice autograph too. I love that.
He has another book called Man of God, and again, signed by Andrew. This third one, this is what got my attention, was that he did some Hatchet. You guys know Hatchet from the horror movies, right? Hatchet. Okay. Andrew did this cover. In this book, Andrew chopped off the heads of a bunch of people that were in the Facebook group that we were in together. So I asked him to send the book around and get all of them to sign it as well. So all over inside this book where the dudes' heads are getting chopped off, their autographs are. You see what I'm saying? And so it's like everybody who got their head chopped off that we knew that he drew in have signed the inside of this book where their heads are.
That's
cool.
ultra rare.
Yeah, it's cool as hell, man. So I don't know. I think there's 6 or 7 different people that signed the inside of this book. There's 2 of them right there on the cover, but even on the inside, like I said, where their heads are, it was like, man, get them to sign next to their heads so people know who they are. You know, that's the kind of stuff I like. I like stuff that's going to be different. You know, and that's the wonderful thing about indie comics is that you can do stuff that's different that Marvel and DC ain't never going to do. You know, they're never going to get you a couple of this new book that comes out next week, whatever it is, and have the people signing the book all over it and making it available to 50 people, whatever. They're never going to do stuff like that. Indie creators do stuff like that all the time when they cross promote, when they do collaborations together, and then they both sign them. right? You end up with creator signatures from 2 different titles or anthologies. If you can get everybody in the anthology to sign it, holy crap, guys, come on. That's the kind of stuff we can do that, that you're never going to see from the bigger company. So this is why I love indies, man, because there's no ceiling. No matter what it is you want to do, no ceiling at all.
Because we don't need permission. It's our shit.
Exactly. So have fun with your shit, not literally. Picophiliac you.
Yes, excuse my potty mouth.
Also, for those of you who may not have seen, this logo right here is on a wraparound coffee cup right now, available at the meg.tv. It goes all the way around the cup. It's badass. You got a crom on each side and the Madness logo in the middle. Cool ass coffee cup. Ask Carrie, she'll tell you. I think Carrie bought the first one. You know what she did with it, Levi?
No, I don't want to guess. Don't make me guess. What's she
She had
doing?
to ship it to me.
Okay, I could have guessed that.
I was like, because she was talking about the other cup, right?
Yeah.
Which she also ordered and sent to me. But I told her, I said, man, instead of buying that thing, which was kind of expensive, I was like, why don't you get 2 of them crom cups, send one to me and one to you? Well, I don't know if she bought one for herself or not, but I would have been happy with her and I both just having a crom cup. But she ended up getting me both. How
big is that package now?
Special. We got to do something special for Carrie here sometime soon.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I have a package I have to ship to her after the holidays. Maybe
that's what I was asking. Like, it's going to be huge now.
Draw her that thing that she wants.
No, well,
why don't you draw her that thing that she wants and mail it to me, and I'll put it in her package.
All right, I can do that. Yeah.
Just be nice, bro. Just be nice.
I will scan it though. There will be a copy on my computer. Just saying, you better be nice.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
We do that. We surprise her. She won't even know it because she's not watching right now.
Right. Do I even mention what it is? The Pops.
Princess Pops.
Yeah.
She's so mean to me, man, but she loves me so much.
Right. Pops is a Disney princess. Okay.
It's gonna be horrible. It's gonna be horrible. Just make sure you dress me nicely.
We wanted to do not Snow White. Who went down the rabbit hole?
Alice.
Yes, I'm gonna do Alice.
Yes.
So because
make sure she's sitting on the mushroom, with the hookah, the whole deal.
That's why we chose her.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do it right. That's all I ask.
Okay.
If you're gonna parody me, do it right.
Do it right, damn it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what we have for you today, everybody. Yep. Thanks for tuning in. You can find Dave Houston on Facebook.
I am.
You want to talk to Dave about some of the stuff he has for sale, because he does have a lot of the stuff that he's showing is for sale.
You do?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. She got to sit on the mushroom. That's
she will. He will. Yeah.
Speaking of which, did you guys see the other one of Crom sitting on the mushroom?
No.
You haven't seen that? Let me find it real quick. Where you at, little Crom? Little Crom, little Crom. He's so everywhere. This was a Vince White Crom.
Very nice. Wait, I have seen that. Yes.
You see that?
Yes.
The first person ever gave Crom pubes, man.
That's why I remember it, because it's traumatized me.
Holy crap! There you go, people. Vince White. Vince White did that Crom. See,
he did a great job.
It's part of why I love this group, man, because so many awesome pieces of art that we've seen. There you go. See that? Yeah. See? Yeah. why we're here, Woody. We're here not only to entertain, but to educate.
We try.
And the advice I have for you today is, it's Christmas time. Not every deal is a deal. Shop around.
Absolutely.
Shop around. Save a little money. Not every deal is a deal.
That's right.
Thank you, everybody. Dave, on Facebook, Dave Houston. Levi, tell them where you're at.
You can find me on Twitter at Levi Skeen, or you just go give my comic book a follow. Galaxy Memorial Park.
There you go.
Okay. And a nice chatting to you, Levi.
You too, Dave.
So
and
see you again sometime. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, we'll get him back out here, Dave. Every now and then.
Absolutely.
Twist my arm.
Yeah. I got my arm twisted a long time back, about 2 years ago.
I'm glad to see you can move your arm after you hang in those pictures.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I think that's about 2 months ago now, since I fell down the stairs.
This is another guy, John's Longbox. This is another guy who could be a guest host or do guest appearance on this show. All we do is come up here and show stuff off, John. We empty out our boxes a little bit and show stuff off. Anytime you want to come hang out with us, bro. I know Sunday is your wife day, but anytime you want to come hang out with us, you're more than welcome. Let me know. It's good to see you. And last night on random stuff from John's Long Box right here on the Madness, we played that recent Mike Barrett interview, which was awesome. It's good stuff. I'm just glad to have so many cool people involved in what we're doing here.
No kidding.
You know where you can find me, right here on the Madness, pretty much all day, pretty much every day.
Yep.
Okay, we'll see you next time.
Yes, you will. Peace, everybody. I'm gonna do a couple more of these ads because they're our friends. Check out our sponsors. Later, everybody.
Who am I, you ask? I was created in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by the waste of a dying world. I was bestowed with an insurmountable task: bring peace after decades of death, persecution, and chaos. I am a grandchild of war, destined to help two camps which hate has fueled for far too long. Surprisingly, I am not alone. Have an odd bunch to make the road a little more bearable. Come with me to bring hope where there was despair, respect where there was resentment, creativity where there was destruction. I am Pinocchio, and this is my story.
Little president in his sandbox play, build a tower, make it stay. Digging deep through the golden sand, building the future with your hands. Tiny suits and shiny shoes, making plans and making news. Friends all gather to join along. In the sandbox they all belong. Little President Trump at play. Every day a brand new day. Learning, growing your own way. In the great big sandbox that is the USA. USA. Share your dreams with everyone. Sandbox fun under the sun. Big ideas taking flight. With little Trump everything's bright. Dig a moat, build a wall. In the sandbox he stands so tall. Dreamer dream, builder build. Little Trump, your heart's fulfilled. Little President Trump at play. Every day a brand new day. Learning, growing your own way. In the great big sandbox that is the USA. Hooray, hooray, for the USA.
When a series of shipping disasters points to a mysterious sea monster, Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson leave the comfort of Baker Street and board a freighter where they encounter unexpected betrayal and come face to face with the enigmatic Captain Nemo and his submarine, the Nautilus. As they delve deeper into the case, they uncover a conspiracy involving a Russian Tsar with an airship that rains destruction on unsuspecting cities. With time running out and the world on the brink of war, the heroes must use all their skills and resources to stop a massive conspiracy and prevent global conflict. From Eisner-winning writer Mike Barron and illustrator Richard Bonk, dive into the depths of adventure and unravel the mysteries of the sea with the world's greatest detective in Leviathan. Order now at baroncomics.com.
On the tube and feel the vibe. Every show you crave right here live. Heroes and villains clash in the night. Madness Comic Network sets it right. Scroll through the list, find what you need. Epic battles and fast-paced speed. From capes to cosmic space delight. Tune in and watch your favorites ignite. On Facebook, share the thrill so grand. On X, the buzz across the land. Madness Comic Network all around. In every episode, joy is found. Uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends. Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness Comic brightens days. Hey! New uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends. Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness Comic, bright